We just think we're the Brangelina of St. Thomas.
But for these superstars, to be wed or not to be wed is the legendary question.
On this show, I'm the director.
Will Jane change this wedding's direction
I'm cute.
This just isn't acceptable.
before the clock runs out?
This isn't going to be my fault.
Time starts now.
As the director of the show, it's my job to find the people that can dress this to make it look nice.
Yes, nice. That seems totally realistic.
Really, stand in my shoes and look at what's here. What can we really use? Anything? I don't think so. And if it doesn't come together, and I mean like pretty much the next 10 minutes, then I'm screwed.
Guess you could say Harry's really big show isn't going to make it to opening night.
We're known for theater. We act, well, Andrea acts. I've also directed, produced. Everyone knows us as actors.
We just think we're the Brangelina of St. Thomas, I tell ya.
Ooh, la 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 la. Tell us more, tell us more.
Andrea's a lot more famous than I am, because, I mean, she stands out in a crowd a lot more than I do.
Somebody who has seen the theater will say, oh, look at it, it's that little theater girl.
Everyone knows Andrea.
I don't want to speak on behalf of us and just be like, oh yes, we are the celebrities of St. Thomas, oh snobby, you know, like, but yeah. I think a lot of people like us and think we're cute.
But with 11 days to this wedding, being cute won't cut it.
Nothing here is anything that we can put up on the walls that people are going to be impressed with. We've got 180 guests, most of which are very schooled in theater, that we have to impress and dazzle with this room. The idea that Andrea and I have to impress our guests may not be a big deal to them. It's probably going to be a big deal to me, and her as well. I can plan a play like in 5 minutes. Planning a wedding, I don't have a clue.
The net result of that is probably going to be disaster.
Well, luckily for Andrea and Harry, diverting disaster is what Jane Dayus Hinch does best. She's got 3 wishes to get this show on the road.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Why are we here?
This is our reception hall.
When's the wedding?
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And we've got problems?
We've got some problems.
How big a problem?
You'll see the hall in a minute.
That's the biggest problem?
To me, yes.
Okay, well, let's go and see the hall.
All right.
Okay.
Brace yourself, Jane. This ain't Buckingham Palace.
One of the reasons why we wanted this, or I wanted this hall, was because I knew it had a stage in it. And of course, we're both actors. We need to be on the stage.
You're both actors?
We do amateur theater, yeah.
Yeah, very amateur. Well, not very amateur. We try to be as professional as we can. They just don't pay us.
So are we acting now?
No.
We're not.
This is
we're
real
doing.
life.
So let me know when you're acting.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'll know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, don't be so sure of that. But one thing is for sure, Jane's definitely on her role of wedding planner.
What about things like cake?
We do have a cake. It isn't a real cake, though.
It's not a real cake.
It's not a real cake.
It's a pretend cake.
It's a pretend cake. It's actually plastic. When it comes to money, I am cheap, 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 cheap. We're positives. I'm at a dollar store. We're going to put red, sort of like tissue paper in them, and possibly have a black and white photo.
I'm being cheap. I'm being very cheap. I'm being super cheap. Sounds like a chicken.
Sounds like a chicken, looks like a chicken, but does it act like a chicken? Never mind, back to the show.
If you are going to look at this and go, okay, don't think of it as a wedding then. Take the word wedding out and go, I have to do this production. What are your guests' expectations?
I think they're expecting something big and over the top. We are legendary for doing our theme parties.
Anything where we can get people dressed in costume, we tend to do it.
Okay, so at the moment I'm thinking, if I was coming to a theatrical wedding, I would be thinking a lot more...
Over the top? Yeah.
Pizzazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and we just don't know how to get to that point.
So what else is wrong with this wedding?
I just have such a problem doing things on time.
She can't do anything on time.
I think it's a subconscious thing that maybe I just want to be like center of attention. So if I'm always late, it's always like, oh, ta-da, look, it's me, I'm here.
What time's the wedding?
The wedding is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's now at 2. Get that in the head?
Okay.
It's 2 o'clock.
All right.
And Harry seems to be seeking a little attention of his own.
On this show, I'm the director.
You're the director.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The director wants the show.
What am I going to be in this wedding?
Well, this is what I'm getting to. I need a stage manager. Welcome to the stage.
Yeah, thanks, Olivier.
Another thing that's really important to me is about Harry and his teeth. I think they're fine, but they sort of overlap in one area and they're a little discolored and he doesn't like them.
I hadn't noticed anything to do with his teeth.
I want him to be able to smile for our pictures, so then we'll have nice keepsakes.
I think I need to go and write a plan, don't you?
I think so. That'd be wonderful.
I hope the board's big enough. My first impressions of Harry and Andrea? Well, opposites attract. She's late and he's on time. He's very tall. She's quite small, petite. She's the princess. He's the valet. He's the director. She's the star. I suppose they are quite well suited.
In a word, we're saved.
Yay!
Don't be so sure.
Curtains and reveal.
Oh, wow. Where do we start?
This.
Yes.
It's so big.
Yeah.
How do we do this? Because I don't know if you're on a budget or if you're going to blow the budget.
We're on a pretty tight budget.
Struggling actors all over again, isn't it? Mementos, a keepsake of the day.
I'm so cheap, and I just think, a lot of people don't even pick them up. They throw them away. I'm like, would they even know it if they didn't exist?
What is this business with being cheap? Where did that come out?
I'm just not digging it. It just seems like an extra expense. I just don't want to have to do a seating plan.
Why?
Well,
This was the moment I've been waiting for the entire process.
Okay, every wedding we've ever gone to, I have not wanted to sit wherever they wanted to tell me to sit. Like, you're usually sitting with strangers or, people you don't like or whatever. So, we've had enough parties and we had tables and chairs and people knew where to sit. So I'm like, well, they're not toddlers. Why don't we just get our MC to say, okay, sit where you like, and they would just sit.
You'll end up with 4 people sitting together because everybody else sat where they wanted to do and pushed tables together.
Yeah. Okay. I still believe what I believe. I still don't really think there should be a seating plan.
As you know, I too am a fairy godmother.
Yeah.
But I don't star in pantomime. But I can grant you 3 wishes.
No.
You have to share.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust her to have all 3. It was initially overwhelming, but it's kind of fantastic in a way that there is a plan now.
I thought Harry really took this on board. Andrea? Not so much.
Ultimately, I sort of feel like, well, it's my wedding, so I don't know how I'm gonna get around her. How I usually get around people is manipulate them with sweetness.
What's the line? What's the line?
I'm cute.
Yeah, not so fast, cutie pie. Looks like your hall manager needs some answers.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey, Vera, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you again. We got a bit of a problem, though, because I understand that we are going to be doing catering for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Uh-oh, it's the trouble with Andrea.
You told me this was all taken care of.
I am so sorry.
With 10 days to go, Andrea and Harry try to come up with their grand design.
How hard would it be to make it like a set?
That's a big wish, baby. We're gonna need flats.
That's a big list, baby.
We need Jane. Hello, Jane. We've got a wish. We desperately need you to take this hall and make it into an extravaganza for us.
I knew they were setting the stage for this wish. Okay, Harry, if that's your wish.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
So the next day, Harry waits for his leading lady, who's awfully late, as Jane gets to work on awing the audience.
Harry and Andrea have set the scene for their over-the-top parties. Now, I've got to top their over-the-top. Brian, it's Jane. Well, I need you to get your thinking cap on again. I need you to be fabulous.
And while Andrea's making her feet fabulous, Harry's making his scabulous as he treads the boards and gets bored.
What time is it, by the way? 1:53? No, I have to meet Harry at 2. It's okay, I got lots of time. Okay. So
No, time isn't on your side, Andrea. Harry's had enough and calls in wish 2.
I need to make a wish.
I got your message. So, what are we doing here?
We are here for wish number 2. As you can see, you're here,
Yeah.
and I'm here.
Yeah.
Someone's missing.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Yes.
And that would be?
Yeah, well, she's short. She's not under the table.
Yeah.
Now, I think we should wait for her to get here before I ask for this. So we'll wait for Andrea.
We'll wait for Andrea.
Oh, look.
Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late. Okay, it's not my fault, though.
Wish number 2.
Oh, okay.
What I need is for her to learn how to be on time for things.
I don't think that's worth wasting a wish on.
Whatever, Clocky McTardy.
I desperately think it's worth wasting a wish on.
And we haven't got a watch.
No.
She never wears a watch.
You don't wear a watch at all?
No, I just don't like them.
Yeah, they can be so useful.
There seems to be a common trend going through this wedding planning. A lot of waiting about.
And a lot of ticking and a lot of talking. With 5 days left, time seems to be standing still for Andrea.
Andrea.
Sorry I'm late. I just had troubles with parking.
That's okay. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Alexandra Gelman.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too.
I'm sorry to rush you, but we are late. This way. This is going to be a life skill, a life coaching session. We need some tough love from Dr. Alexandra Gelman because this just isn't acceptable.
I don't want you to feel bad, but somebody has to tell you the reality of this picture. How would you have felt if I would have kept you waiting? It's very disrespectful. Andrea, are you ready?
I am, yeah.
You are. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about what you did. You did a very famous personality assessment tool in the world, okay? It's called the Berkman Assessment Tool. He came up with a concept that if people had their needs met, they would never go into stress behavior, okay? When your stress behavior kicks in, you actually sabotage your relationships by being late. Do you trust Harry?
I do, yes.
You
I
sure?
think so. Well, I mean, I think as much as anybody trusts anybody. You know what I mean?
Is there anything you can think of, subtle things that you want Harry to do that he does not do, and then you get even by being late?
I feel like he won't let himself be vulnerable to me completely.
Okay.
That's something, and I think maybe it could be a subconscious reason why I'm always late.
If I was to trust Harry 100% and trust myself 100%, what's the worst thing that would happen?
That he would hurt me and then leave me.
Have you told him you're scared he's gonna leave you?
I can try.
I think we've had a bit of a breakthrough here. That's great. But she's got one more mission. Hope it's not impossible.
With only 5 days to go, Jane challenges Andrea to a true test of time.
The reason I brought you here is because I realize that you like to be in charge.
That's right.
So I'm going to give you 3 missions to be in charge of.
Okay.
And these missions have got to be done in 3 hours. If you don't do it, you lose your 3rd wish. I'm going to give you a bit of help. Come with me. So I'm going to give you my RV, and I'm also going to give you a bit of help. So these are my girls. Are you ready?
Hey, Andrea! Let's go! Go! B-E on time! Let's go! Go! B-E
to do.
Okay.
You've got the time to do it. And these girls are coming with you.
Okay.
You're in charge. Time starts now.
This is terrible. I mean, this isn't going to be my fault if this happens. Look at it out there. Like, what am I supposed to do about the traffic?
Let's go! Go! B-E on time! Come on, Andrea!
Oh, wow. This little red box. That's so cute. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, Andrea, that's a watch. It's used for telling time. Do you know what time it is?
Oh, I can't tell time, but maybe I can learn.
No time like the present.
Oh, way to go!
Hi, are you Isabella?
Yes, I am.
Yes, hi, I'm Andrea.
I'm going to teach you how to tell time all over again.
And what better place than preschool?
I know it's a bit cheeky, but it has to be done.
So let's see if you can do it.
Okay, it would be like 9:53.
It was wrong because you've got the minute hand correct. Take a look at that hour hand one more time.
Is it 8:53?
Yes. If it was to be 9:53, that hour hand would be closer to the 10. And that's something that you need to remember all the time.
I better get my button gear because I don't know. They want me to do one more thing. Like, they have me on all these challenges and stuff.
Okay.
So I better scoot.
And without wasting a second, Andrea's off.
Okay, guess what? I learned how to tell time, I think. Okay, I'm leaving.
We're coming too!
What? Okay, okay.
Surprise!
Let's all get our nails done!
I thought I'd give her one treat because all brides love having their nails done.
With the missions, I was a little bit scared to do them because I wasn't sure if I could accomplish them or not. And I think it was a real test. So I'm very proud of myself. Okay, Jane, I did it. Okay, 3 things, done, and done.
Wow. Did she? Did she do it?
She did it.
She did? What's the third wish going to be?
I want him to have a beautiful smile in photos for our wedding day.
We did it! Hey, we did it!
And you know what they say, it ain't over till a fat lady sings. Or at least opens the doors to the rehearsal hall.
We need to get in there.
If worst comes to worst, we can always have the rehearsal at my church. It's just down the street.
Church would be great, but it's single aisle. Can't get into the rehearsal hall. Perfect. What's their objection to you going in and rehearsing?
They want to charge us an extra $100 for the rehearsal. Well, there's Mark. He's the one who was supposed to sneak us in.
Okay, I'll leave it in your hands.
Yeah. I don't want to be in your hair. We don't want to upset the theater. We don't want to upset anything. It's just a matter of getting the pacing of the song and the people down the aisle, and then we're out.
If we can get in there...
I want to support Harry and Andrea as much as I can, so...
Fantastic. Go!
Now that the stage is set for the wedding, the spotlight is on Jane to grant Andrea's hard-won wish.
So I'm going to leave you in very capable hands.
Works better when you open your mouth, Harry.
Harry doesn't need to be tight-lipped anymore. I can't wait to see his pearly whites, especially when I tell them what I've got up my sleeve.
Andrea and Harry's wedding was looking like the biggest flop of the season.
If it doesn't come together pretty much the next 10 minutes, then I'm screwed.
But their fairy godmother, Jane, was waiting in the wings to raise their curtain with 3 extraordinary wishes. For wish 1, turn a hall of blah into an extravaganza fit for A-listers.
I've got to top there over the top.
Wish 2, teach Andrea that time waits for no man.
I learned how to tell time, I think. Yay!
For wish 3, she made Harry smile from ear to ear.
He would love to have a wonderful winning smile on his wedding photographs.
Okay.
But that wasn't all. With 1 day to go, Jane upstaged Andrea's wish with a true showstopper.
Do you like surprises?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is a great surprise. Woo! You get to dress up. Yay! The wish was You would like a memorable photograph that you can always keep of the two of you.
Yeah.
And that we're going to have teeth.
Right.
So that you could smile. So this is your wish.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good.
Yes?
Very nice.
Aren't they easy to work
Oh,
with?
they're very
I think he looks amazing. Like, I love the idea that we're gonna have these pictures of ourselves to cherish. It looks like we're real actors. Woo.
Today's the wedding day, and Jane's taken her role of stage manager to heart.
Oh, look. Why didn't anybody get rid of this? Give me a ladder. Somebody get me a ladder. Are these going on a table? Is it at the entrance? I don't know. I've been given no instructions for that. What is this? I don't know. Although I'm a professional and experienced in this, I actually don't mind read. Never did that course.
And Jane's decorating guru, Brian, isn't wasting any time transforming this B-movie into a blockbuster.
This is looking good. So I get the white, I get the black. What's red? Apart from my face.
We have some red accents, but I'm waiting for their centerpieces to come in. Because they're supposed to be red.
And what time are they coming in?
And speaking of time, how's our bride doing?
Morning! And how's Andrea feeling this morning?
We're on schedule.
Oh, you're on schedule?
I think we're 10 minutes ahead of schedule.
Whose schedule?
My schedule.
We have the dresses. Did you want to see them?
Yeah. What's that then?
What is that on there?
The only thing I can think of is get an ironing board, get an iron.
Yeah.
And see if...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Can we all say a prayer, please, that this will work?
Yes. Do you need paper towel?
Yay! Guess the red dress gods heard the cries. Next stop, close-ups for Harry and Andrea.
I, Harry, take you, Andrea, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward,
For better or worse, for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish.
till death do us part.
I proclaim that they are now husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
And now it's time for Act 2.
Oh my God.
Andrea and Harry's reaction to the whole... Wow.
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
That's awesome. I think the guests like it too.
Very much.
It was so over the top and dramatic, and it was completely us. Like, it's exactly what we wanted.
Second wish was for Andrea to be on time at this wedding. She was so on time, she was early. I think somebody set her watch a bit fast.
On the most important day of your life, it's good to be early.
The other wish was for Harry to have a beautiful smile. He hasn't stopped smiling all day.
Everyone was like, wow, that is unbelievable. And then when I explained the part they didn't see when we did the photo shoot, then they just fall to the floor. Jane has been an absolute savior for us, 100% above and beyond anything that we could have possibly expected when we got involved in this in the first place. Jane came through with flying colors.